Well, I think WA's had a pretty unique COVID experience. So the last couple of years has probably been very different for us than the rest of the country. I mean, we had our little bubble going on there behind our hard borders, and that certainly had benefits, but it also made dealing with our customers on the East Coast and in New Zealand and anywhere else in the world other than WA very challenging. And I think on a personal level, we all have stories of separated families, and it was interesting from that perspective. From a purely business perspective, I think the industry in WA has been going gangbusters, and that's had new stresses. I mean, in the past, everyone, all they ever wanted was to be busy, busy, busy. But when that all happens in a rush and you get what you wish for, sometimes it's not as easy as you thought it might be. So yeah, there's definitely been challenges. Labour shortages have been a real key problem, and I think that's an ongoing thing. And obviously everyone's been affected by supply chain issues. It's a global thing. So yes, busy, challenging, big is how I'd sum it all up.
And what's been happening with pool controls specifically?
Well, of course, we're in manufacturing, and I suppose I think manufacturers, suppliers, we have been affected as much, if not more, than other players. Just getting hold of components and pulling it all together. I think perhaps for pool controls we've been a little more nimble and agile than some of our competitors, and we've been able to wiggle through okay. But yes, it'd be a little bit painful when you have all this demand for your products and yet it's so challenging to fulfill that. And we've done our best. I think there's not many people we haven't been able to give them what they needed. Yeah, so yeah, happy days, and we've certainly incredible growth. So yeah, and I really a big shout out to my team who have really stepped up to meet that challenge. We've made and delivered more of our product than ever before.
How do you see the next year panning out?
I believe that there's going to be sort of a plateauing of demand, but obviously there's a super strong pipeline for new pools. A lot of pool builders booked out well into 2023, which is sort of unheard of, I think, in living memory. So, but as to what happens after that, I think we all have to keep an eye on the longer term, trying to peer a little bit over the horizon, not just hurtle towards it. So yes, I think there will, and obviously macroeconomic factors, rising interest rates, competition for discretionary spend, and probably in the obvious one is the international travel becoming an option now when it hasn't been for the last couple of years. Maybe demand overall will drop off, but the industry's strong. I suppose the other concern I have is the construction industry as a whole, of which the pool industry is a key part. And I think there's some massive stresses and strains, and we have seen some larger building companies come to grief. Whether that has a knock-on effect for our industry is yet to be seen. But yeah, so it's not, trouble-free. There are some clouds on that horizon, but hopefully we've got a decent-sized umbrella. Well, the one I just want to show everyone is our new injection system for ozone. We've been doing ozone pretty solidly for the last couple of years, and obviously an injection manifold rather than the old-style, rather clunky agricultural Venturi systems is our Q-foil. And can I point over to, this is what it looks like. And what's special about that is it's an innovative take on the hydrofoil principle and generating an area of low pressure to draw in the ozone into the water flow to complete that part of the sanitation process. So it's very new. We're actually just completing our extensive field trials of it, but so far it's going really well. Everyone's loving the fact that it's compact, much easier to install, and they can sort of see what's going on. We're still doing all the chemical dosing and salt chlorination, mineral salt chlorination, and obviously our specialties in the low salt end of the spectrum.
This is the first show in 4 years. What's your impression?
Oh, well, it's good to be here. It's good to be out, you know. No, it's very exciting. There's a real buzz. And I think, look, what I expressed there, everyone is delighted to be here. Connecting on a personal level is as big a part of it as doing business. I think that's always been the case with the pool industry. It's a very people-related industry, a lot of familiar faces, some looking a little worse for wear, but they're all here, and it's great to see.